Are you thinking of starting a business in Brunei but don't know where to start? Look no further because we've got you covered. In this video, we'll give you a step-by-step guide on how to register your business and get it up and running in no time. From identifying your niche market to choosing the right business structure, we'll take you through the essentials of starting a business in Brunei. We'll also show you how to navigate the legal requirements, permits, and licenses needed to start and operate your business in Brunei. By the end of this video, you'll have all the knowledge and tools you need to start a thriving business in Brunei. So let's get started. Dear friend, I am thrilled to hear that you are considering starting a business abroad. This is an incredible opportunity for you to expand your horizons, learn about new cultures, and make an impact in the world. As someone who has been through this journey before, I would like to share a few words of advice and inspiration to help you on your way. Firstly, I want to remind you that the road to success is never easy, but it is always worth it. Starting a business abroad will require you to step out of your comfort zone, face new challenges, and navigate unfamiliar terrain. However, this is where you will learn the most and where your greatest achievements will come from. Secondly, I want to encourage you to be fearless in pursuit of your dreams. The world is full of opportunities for those who are willing to take risks and embrace uncertainty. If you have a great idea and a passion for what you do, there is no reason why you cannot succeed in a new and exciting market. Finally, I want to remind you that success is not just about making money or achieving fame. It is about creating something meaningful, something that makes a positive impact in the world. When you start your business abroad, think about how you can make a difference, how you can contribute to the local community, and how you can inspire others to follow in your footsteps. In summary, my advice to you is to be bold, be brave, and be passionate about what you do. Starting a business abroad is an incredible opportunity to learn, grow, and make a difference. So go out there and make it happen. Starting a business in an unfamiliar country involves confronting various distinctive hurdles, such as dealing with dissimilar cultural practices, complying with diverse regulations, and managing other related matters that come in between. In the current economic climate, it has become necessary for companies to establish a global presence in the market by launching their businesses in other countries. There could be various reasons behind this move, such as accessing a vibrant local market or talent pool, or leveraging a constant flow of imports and exports between the company's home country and the target location by setting up a physical presence there. Regardless of the motivation behind this expansion, it is important to keep certain factors in mind when opening a business in a foreign country. To provide guidance in this regard, we have gathered insights from employers who have undergone similar experiences and synthesized their recommendations into some key takeaways. Know why you're doing it. Often, the motivation to expand to a new country goes beyond market considerations. There are advantages to that location that can be integral to business success. A huge pool of local talent. Christina at Artemis Canada noted the expansion of companies north of the United States. Typically, these companies are based in California or New York, and their primary reason for expansion is access to a talent pool that is highly qualified, culturally similar to their U.S. counterparts and English-speaking. There are cost advantages as well. Instead of bringing talent to where you are, go to where they are. Similarly to Canada, Colombia has a deep pool of talent that appeals to American companies, says David at Full Stack Labs. They also tend to have a good education system down there for computer science, and a fair number of them speak English, so that also makes it easy to build what we call blended teams. And you get the safety and security and convenience of having a lead U.S. developer with some of the cost savings of having a nearshore development team. Cheaper isn't always better. But, David warns, that doesn't mean that you can just go into a new country and take advantage of cheaper labor there. You still get what you pay for. The best developers and the best professionals in Colombia are more expensive than you think, David says. It's just like the United States, where everybody's getting recruited to death and there's a lot of competition between companies for hiring, and people are moving around and getting better offers all the time. Just because you're a U.S. company, you're not going to come riding into town and have your pick of the litter or anything. It doesn't work like that. In short, don't focus solely on how much you can save by opening a business in a new country based on assumptions of lower wages. The nuances of finances go deeper than that. Think about the skill sets available there, the competition for top talent, and other expenses associated with setting up shop in the new location. The existence of a need or a problem often inspires people to come up with new solutions or ideas which may not have been considered otherwise. The introduction of technology in the workplace has enabled organizations to work on a more global scale, leading to the development and improvement of existing technology. For instance, communication platforms like Slack have made it easier for remote workers to communicate quickly and effectively, while video conferencing tools like Google Hangouts and Microsoft Zoom allow colleagues to have face-to-face interactions and share presentations from different locations. The international presence of Workable has also played a crucial role in enabling organizations to expand their hiring strategies globally. Full Stack Labs' David acknowledges this, saying, "One of the things that's really nice about Workable is we manage all of our Colombia job postings in the same way we do in the United States. So we go in and we create a new job, we publish it to Indeed and to LinkedIn." David also notes that they use the same candidate pipeline and hiring process for inbound applicants from LinkedIn and Indeed in Colombia as they do in the United States. In addition, Workable's sourcing tool has proven to be a valuable resource for finding potential candidates in Colombia. Overall, technology has played a significant role in facilitating global collaboration and efficiency among organizations. Workable's international recruitment solution has helped businesses develop effective hiring strategies across borders, providing them with access to a wide range of talented candidates. Setting up a company is not an easy task, particularly if you intend to do so abroad. Many business owners are taking advantage of the rising U.S. dollar, which is even devaluing other currencies, and moving abroad to establish their enterprises. If you are interested in starting a business overseas in a foreign country, keep watching the video. We're going to let you know the top 10 steps to start a business overseas in a foreign country. 1. Localize your concept, outlook, and goals. For any business, immersing themselves in the community culture is crucial. Find a coach or friend in your community who can assist you in learning about the customs and preferences of the people there. 2. Learn the language. Although it may seem intuitive, learning another language can occasionally seem just as difficult as beginning a business. Even subpar language abilities are preferable to none. You can develop language skills outside of lessons by using a variety of apps or by meeting up with individuals. 3. Analyze the market, both past and present perspective. Every businessman is aware of the need of studying the competition before entering a brand new market. Don't end there, though. Examine 5 businesses that made unsuccessful attempts to reach that market. People will repeat their mistakes if they don't benefit from others' mistakes in the past. 4. Create a new network. When you relocate abroad, your old network is less useful. Therefore, you'll have to create a new regional one. Utilize the fact that it is simpler to meet new individuals because there aren't many expats in a tight-knit community. 5. Recognize the environment. Even if some professionals like Darren Kaiser contend that starting a company abroad might potentially be far simpler, less hazardous, and more financially viable than establishing a company in your native country, it is far preferable to anticipate problems than to trust it will all go according to plan. 6. Determine and calculate expectations. Start your work by seeking out analogies to the kinds of markets you now serve in the U.S. or overseas. Choose locations where you can offer your goods or services without having to make significant adjustments to meet local requirements or laws. 7. Establish a budget. While there are many reasons why businesses fail, one of the most frequent causes is a lack of launch money, which typically results from the firm founder's overly optimistic revenue and profit forecasts. Even in the best of conditions, establishing a new firm may be challenging, let alone when operations are far away and the market environment is unreliable. 8. Look for a local agent. When building a real presence in a foreign state, a local agent, or perhaps an attorney or accountant with competence in international humanitarian law, can be quite helpful. You do not want to have your goods confiscated or your business shut down as a consequence of any miscommunication or communication error with the local authority representatives. 9. Learn about the international money transfer. Do some research on your choices for sending money abroad. You shouldn't often depend on your banks to transfer and receive money abroad unless you require a specific service. A lot of the time, you are hit with outrageous fees and forced to wait multiple days for the funds to pass and show up in your account. 10. Address logistics problems before opening your store. The infrastructure found in developed nations is absent in many other nations. There could be laws, levies, charges, and trade tariffs that impede the free movement of goods both inside and outside the nation, even in cases when there are no physical barriers to their movement. By following these steps, you can establish a store overseas. So consider every option and establish the shop. As an entrepreneur, you might feel limited in your own country. This could be due to cultural reasons, market saturation, or simply no demand for whatever product or idea you have in mind. So packing your bags and landing in a faraway land gives you a unique opportunity to share your leadership with another community. But how can you have an edge in a country that isn't your own? The answer is your mentality. When you go abroad, you are facing a completely different culture and way of life. But therein lies an opportunity. Local people might not see things the way you do. They might not see the solution to a particular problem simply because they didn't see the problem in the first place. But as a foreigner, you might see new paths and new ideas that resolve problems that would otherwise go unsolved. Moving abroad marks the beginning of a new journey, one that opens your mind to new markets and gives you the opportunity to become a leader in your chosen field. If you are the adventurous type and are willing to follow the advice we give you, you'll be more likely to succeed. 1. Plan ahead and be ready if things don't go according to plan. In the military, we say that no plan survives contact with the enemy. This rings true in the business world, too. Even though you might have had a plan worked out months or years in advance, the reality of being there in a different country might lay waste to your best plans. Always be prepared for a worst-case scenario. Many people don't do this, and they face great difficulties when things go wrong. 2. Have patience. We know the rules of our own country, we know the language, the culture, and the idiosyncrasies, but abroad we might not know any of these things. The culture, the language, and society's traits might be different from what we're used to. Crucially, we might not be aware of how bureaucracy works in this new environment, so we might face frustrating situations. I have one word for you: patience. Particularly at the start of your journey, a little patience will go a long way. 3. Be open-minded. Entrepreneurs tend to be dynamic, creative people. This is a great thing. When your mind is open to learning new things, you're likely to take a more positive and proactive approach to what you're doing, especially if you are doing it in a country that you're new to. There is much to learn when you go abroad, and an open mind is a great tool. 4. Surround yourself with a great team. Surround yourself with a great team of local specialists who understand the local mentality better than you. This is something I learned long ago. In business, you will not succeed alone, no matter how good you think you are. You need to team up with the right people, like-minded people, to help you set up and advance your business. A good local team is particularly important when you are starting a business abroad. Locals will know the country's culture and ideological tendencies much better than you. They can advise on what works and what doesn't work. A local team is an invaluable asset. 5. Respect the local mentality and culture and be humble. Sometimes we might believe that we know better than the locals, that we have it all figured out. If you think like this, you are likely to fail. Why? Because you don't know better than the people who have lived in that location all their lives. You will not immediately understand their mentality and cultural traits. If you go in with an air of superiority, you will fail. Instead, display humility. Let the new country teach you what you need to know, and very importantly, learn the local language as best you can. This will open up many doors for you. Be an ambassador for your own country. Even though you might be abroad, a little of your own country travels with you. Promote friendly relations in any way you can between your country and the one you're setting up your business in. This will ultimately help you succeed. 7. Believe in yourself and bring added value. This is perhaps the most important piece of advice. For a business to succeed, you have to believe it will. You have to believe that what you're creating has value and adds value to the community. Building a successful business, whether locally or abroad, tends to be about the added value, and of course it has to be profitable. No unprofitable business ever lasts, but profitability does not arise out of thin air. It needs good business acumen, some luck, and a great deal of planning. All these moving parts must sync up and spin in unison, like the wheels of a fine-tuned machine. To sum it all up, succeeding in the creation of a sustainable business in a foreign country starts with a carefully crafted plan. If executed step by step, in the right order, your chances for that business to take off and become a success increase. Your well-organized planning, perseverance, belief, and personal effort can act as the seeds for a business to grow. Wishing you the strength to persevere through tough times, the flexibility to adapt to new environments, and the confidence to pursue your vision with all your heart. Good luck and best wishes.